you should be able to do pretty well. Now, when you're also picking out these keywords, I like to look for an 80% overlap right here. Let's put a little star there. An 80% overlap between 5 competitors or more over a 6-month period. So what does that mean? It means if you get SpyFu or SEMrush or one of these tools, you'll be able to see the keywords that they're bidding on every single month. And some of these keywords they have been bidding on for years, anywhere from minimum 6 months I recommend to, 5 years, okay? Because they have been consistently putting money into it for a long period of time, there's a very high likely chance that is working. In addition to that, if you have 5 competitors or more, say if you have 10 lawyers, say all personal injury lawyers, that are all bidding on the keyword car accident lawyer, there's a very high likely chance that keyword is going to work for you too. Starting off, you don't really need to make it perfect. You just need to start getting results in, and then you can make it perfect later. But at least just starting off here, I try to look for an 80% overlap, just because there's a very high statistical probability. If it works for them, it'll work for us. And to put it like mathematically for you, if there's 1,000 people online looking up car accident lawyer, and there's only one person bidding on it, that means that one person is getting all 1,000, right? But then, if now 2 people start bidding on it, now statistically, 500 should be going to one, and 500 should be going to the other. And that's just the very basics of how can you just pick out keywords. Now, of course, this industry has been around forever, and so has Google Ads for this industry. But it never hurts either. The only time you'd really have maybe a little bit of problem is if you're in that 100,000 plus city, which then maybe you could just raise your ad spend a little bit more. You have to do an analysis on the city and see what it pulls. But even when you do an analysis, sometimes it still doesn't even show. I've seen sometimes where it says a cost per click is $100, and then you actually run it in the city and it's like $10 or $20. So the best answer I can give is if you feel good about it, do it. I mean, I know that's a lot of money at play, but also if you're a lawyer, you gotta make that type of investment for you to see any type of growth in general. So I look for keywords over a 6-month period, and I like to have an 8% overlap with 5 competitors or more. Now, here's another thing, is that it's all about training the AI within the first 3 months. So if you are maybe even going negative, that's still a positive thing, because you can always set up something called a target CPA campaign, or it doesn't have to be a target CPA campaign. It could be a maximize cost per clicks, maximize clicks, or a max bidding campaign, where you just do not overspend on a certain keyword over a while. But all you want to do in the beginning, the concept I'm trying to say here, is that you just want to start getting the sales in so that the AI gets educated. And then after you have it educated, then you can start trimming it down. You don't need maybe, 100 leads a month at $1,000 per lead. You may only need 10 leads per month at maybe $100 per lead. That makes more sense than $1,000 per lead. So that's why if you ever talk to Google Ads people, if they know, what they're doing for the most part, they'd say it takes 3 months, because you may go negative at first, but once you have that data and knows who to target, then you can start to chip down on the lead cost. Now, what happens if you do it from the inverse? If you maybe don't overspend to get the lead and then advertise? Well, then you're just spending money without getting any leads, and never learned who is the right person to target to begin with. So it's better to go negative for a little bit, then positive, rather than always negative. So just kind of keep that in mind as well.